Vendors at the Serekunda market have yet again called on President Barrow and his government to immediately address the issue of price hikes in the country. This request came barely 72 hours after the government warned retailers of essential commodities to be fair in their pricing or risk prosecution. Alma Fujisise has the rest of that in this report.
The issue of price hikes has been the main issue dominating headlines in the tiny West African country. The daily surge of new commodities is beyond borders. Hours, minutes, and seconds do not pass by without hearing news of skyrocketing prices of basic food commodities. Modu Conte is a vendor in Gambia's biggest market. Mr. Conte describes the government's intervention on price hikes as long overdue.
We have long been waiting for the intervention of the government. Wickedness is long rooted in the country. People increase their goods the way they want. The big traders have set up associations and forums that anything they want to increase, they only talk to one another, and before you know it, the price is increased. Even on their old goods, the government should take a step and bring the price control mechanism and reduce the price of the commodities. If the president has mercy, then there will be results. The price of fish is getting more expensive than poor citizens can afford.
Barely 2 weeks to the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, some businessmen have started taking advantage of consumers by doubling the prices of commodities. Yahya Jammeh and Ida Sanyang, both vendors at Serekunda, call on the Gambian leader to step up his game, saying Barrow cannot abandon his responsibilities.
We are desperate and confused about the skyrocketing prices of food commodities. We don't know what to do about it unless the government intervenes. But as it stands, it is only the government that can help us. Prices are on the rise daily, and it's making business difficult. At times, you sell from morning to evening without getting anything. How can we feed our families? In Satu, goods are expensive and people are making a lot of noise about it. What I want to tell President Barrow is that, as a landlord, you should get up and see what is happening in your compound. If the fault is from your family, you should caution them to have mercy. If hardship is global, we know that's beyond us. But having your compound and refusing to monitor it, anything can happen in that compound. This is what is expected of a leader. Maybe Barrow is not aware of what is happening in the country, but all that aside, it is his responsibility to check what is happening.
Ibrahim Cisse is another concerned vendor. Cisse blamed the Minister of Trade and central government for the hike in the prices of basic food commodities, saying it is the taxpayers' money that the trade minister is paid, and his long mooting over the price hike is a signal that he is in support of the system and hardship the citizens are facing.
Issue of price hikes has been here for 5 years. The citizens are complaining of price hikes and the government continues to ignore our plight. We would also accuse them of enjoying the suffering of the citizens. The government should step up to make sure the price of goods goes down.
Experts have agreed that the small West African country does not have a price control mechanism in the market. Some economists believe if the country is to introduce price control in the country, it will affect supply chain of the Gambia, citing that the country's production rate is low compared to its importation. In a media release, the Gambia government through the Ministry of Trade and Industry and Finance and Economic Affairs said it held a joint stakeholders meeting with major importers of essential commodities and seriously discussed issues over the rising prices of essential goods. During the ministerial meeting, the Gambia government acknowledged the external circumstances emanating from the COVID-19 pandemic and the current situations in Ukraine that has affected the global supply chain but says how retailers are increasing the prices is unacceptable and is not in line with the principles of free market economics. The release further stated that the government, through the Gambia Revenue Authority, the Gambia Competition and Consumer Protection Commissions, and other state security apparatus, will embark on strong monitoring of retail prices to ensure that consumers are not exploited. Barrow-led administration assured members of the public of the government's continued commitment to ensuring that essential commodities are available and affordable to the populations. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mafuji Sise.